What's up, guys? Dave from Betsum.com. I'm going to go over a few of my NFL daily fantasy plays as well as a bet I like for this week's conference championships. And yeah, we'll start with daily fantasy. I like a lot of Patriots players this week. I just think that they have the safest floor and the highest ceiling. They rarely disappoint. So I like Tom Brady at 7,400. I'd give him the edge over Cam. I'm not convinced on Peyton or Palmer right now. It's tough to pick. All four great quarterbacks, but I think it goes Brady, Cam. Brady rarely disappoints and always has that potential to rack up TDs. I like David Johnson at running back. Everyone's going to have him. He's clearly the best running back option available, but you'll need to have him in at least a few. So just in case he has a much better game than the rest, you don't fall behind a huge chunk of the competitors in your GPPs. So I also like Steven Jackson. I liked him last week and he disappointed, but he is getting the carries right now for the Patriots, so he should be their featured back, although James White will obviously be put in for a lot of passing downs, but he could easily get a bunch of yards, some touchdowns, and even a bunch of receptions, as those New England journeyman running backs every year are known to just blow up every now and then. And now that he's in football shape, third, fourth game in, I think he's prone to be that guy. So I like him. He may be a popular play, but he's cheap. And starting running back on possibly the best offense out there. At wide receivers, I like Edelman, another Patriot, 7,500. It's tough to gauge this position this week. Demarius and Emmanuel. We don't know who Peyton is right now. We got some injury concerns in Arizona. But Edelman is consistent. And he's got a high floor, he'll always get you 12 to 20, and he's got that huge potential of putting up a monster too. Funchess for 3,200 is a cheap gamble at wide receiver. They should stack the weakest defender on him, and it's a good spot if you're looking to differentiate. And he did put up 27 points just 2 weeks ago, so I like him as a semi-sneak play. And then J.J. Nelson at 2,000 is a major gamble, but as I mentioned, Arizona has those wide receiver issues, and Brown's injury status, who's questionable right now and just missed practice, and the likelihood of the Panthers trying to take Fitzgerald away, Nelson may be asked to step up a little. And in similar situations over this season, he produced pretty well, even going off for close to 30 in one game midway through the season. At tight ends, I like Greg Olsen. It's obviously between him and Gronk, who are the best tight ends, and I'm going to lead towards Olsen. He's about 600 cheaper, I think. Playing a slightly weaker defense. Probably be less owned, considering there's a lot of cap room available this week with so few games. And the Pats have more weapons to spread it out to, as Cam might try and really feed Olsen, as he's their best receiver. At defense, I like Carolina as well. I give them the edge over the Pats defense. I think that Peyton and Palmer are the two likely quarterbacks to make the mistakes at the four that could lead to sacks or picks or pick sixes, TDs, etc. And I give Carolina the edge just because of Carson Palmer's history and because they do have Ginn, who's a playmaker at special teams, which gives your team defense points if he scores, so it's a slight edge as well. So as far as who I'm betting this week, I actually like Denver +3. I really don't like betting against the Patriots and Belichick ever. I usually do get burned when I do this, but I think they're the play this week. The public's all over the away favorite Patriots -3. But Denver has home field and the best defense in the league. And I just think that aside from last week, they've been struggling against the pass rush. And this should be a really close match. And although I do see Denver winning, Peyton riding off into the sunset, I think that it's going to be a very close game, and you got to take the points here. So that's my plays for the NFL this week. Hope you guys win some money. Good luck, and I'll see you next time on Betsum.com.